New York, I love you. Hello everyone, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the new ASAP Twelvyy album titled 12. ASAP Twelvyy, as you probably have already guessed, is part of the ASAP mob. They put out the Cozy Tapes Volume 1 last year, and this year I believe they're following it up with Volume 2. And like all the other ASAP mob members, ASAP Twelvyy has decided to go solo and put out his first ever album. And you know what, it's actually pretty damn good. I mean, it's a lot more enjoyable than the ASAP Mob mixtape, you know. I thought that Cozy Tapes Volume 1 was a little bland for me. I don't know, I wasn't really into much of it. And actually, you know what, at points this ASAP Twelvyy album 12 is actually a little bland at points too. There are some lazy hooks on this album. And the atmospheric production at points reminds me of ASAP Rocky's first mixtape, Live Love ASAP. You know, those cloudy instrumentals with the laid back flows that ASAP Rocky gave. ASAP Twelvyy does that too on this album. And you know what, they are some of my least favourite moments, especially the track Diamonds, which does feature ASAP Rocky. I've seen a few people talk about this track and rave about it, but the hook is just, ugh, I can't really stand this hook, to be honest. Which is a shame actually, because the verses were pretty good from ASAP Twelvyy, and then ASAP Rocky's second verse is really good, where he talks about, you know, how he hates the fake gangster persona that all the rappers these days put on, which is true because I hate that too. It's ruining a lot of hip hop. But the hook completely drains the song down just to its bare minimal production and lack of any kind of excitement. Yeah, Maps is another similar track as well, with the even lazier vocals from ASAP Twelvyy with the yeah. You know, I feel like he's got way more potential than this, and I feel that these tracks ruin it. Especially when you consider the fact there is such a strong New York element to this album. Like, there are a lot of references to New York. He even raps over some incredible boom bap beats, which I absolutely love. For example, the track Sunset Park, which is easily my favourite on this whole album. The beat on this one is just that classic 90s New York style beat, with ASAP Twelvyy really spitting fire over this as well. He sounds incredible. He doesn't always have a huge amount of interesting topics to say, but I do like the way he sounds on a beat. He flows really well when he raps like this. This is the ASAP Twelvyy that I really like on this album, and I wish we got more of this. And we even get some features of some modern day legends in New York, from Flatbush Zombies on A Glorious Death and Joey Badass on Riviera. Both tracks are pretty damn good. I prefer the Joey Badass one just because Joey Badass does some really good singing on his verse and it sounds really good. And at the end of his verse he also references a track previously on this album, Last Year Being Broke. And Last Year Being Broke is an okay track, I'd say. It's just, like I said, ASAP Twelvyy doesn't always have a huge amount of interesting topics to say, and this really proves that, because he's really just talking about how he's rich now and this is the last year being broke, and the hook goes on way too long on this one, and it's not even that great of a hook either. And I know I've not said a huge amount of positive things about the hooks on this album so far, but there is the track Strapped, which features a sample from Sampha on the hook, which is really nice. I always like it when I hear Sampha anywhere, and it's a pretty good hook as well. And also the track Hop Out, which features ASAP Ferg, and it's very reminiscent of ASAP Ferg's very poppy side of rap. I do really like this track, and it's actually way better than anything that ASAP Ferg had on his last album, which was a terrible album, but this is a good sign of how ASAP Ferg can make some good pop rap music. And yeah, you know what, there are some bland moments on this album, as I've said, but overall it's actually pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of potential that ASAP Twelvyy shows here, I think. I just wish there were more boom bappier beats, because when he raps over those he sounds really good, but then when it's more like of that cloudier rap, he sounds a little boring. And there are a few skits on this album that kind of don't fit in, but apart from that it's a decent debut album. I think ASAP Twelvyy has got some great potential. I'm going to give this a C. If you've heard this album, let me know what you think. If not, do check it out because it is pretty good. And subscribe to the channel for more reviews, and have a good day.